All right, folks, it's Jake here again with NinjaFit. Thanks for clicking on that link again. This one's going to be a little bit more in depth of a video speaking to you specifically how martial arts and or self-defense classes can help you achieve the goals that we've discussed in the previous videos. So, self-defense classes, if they're taught correctly and by a good instructor, right, all self-defense classes should incorporate the following, right? There should be a cardio aspect of it in the moves and the scenarios you practice, in that realistic practice cannot always be slow motion. That's great sometimes as you're learning a new technique, kind of clarifying how you do something, but then at some point it's got to be fast motion, right? It's got to be putting everything you got into it, your power, no holding back. Whether that's on a bag, mitts, a person, heavily padded person, whatever it is, self-defense classes have that, and that's a great part of cardio workout. It's a very cathartic and a great workout at the same time, to be able to hit something hard, move your body fast, put everything you got into it. I'm telling you, there's days I'm just drenched in sweat at the end of doing some serious bag work, and I have no more cares left in the world. I'm just too tired to be stressed and worried and all that about things going on at work or wherever. So it can be great like that. Also, as far as the strength building part of it, think about it from this perspective. I tell this to a lot of my ladies who like to do push-ups and use their knees on the ground, right? If you're doing push-ups that way and you're working the same muscle groups you would use to push a bad guy away from you or to strike him hard and dissuade him from wanting to keep trying to attack you, these muscles here, if I'm cheating myself on my push-ups and I'm only going down to my knees, I'm not even pushing my own full body weight away from the ground, right? And much less somebody who might be bigger than me. So I've got to learn, I've got to build some strength up and at least learn to be able to push my own body weight away from me. And more repetitions helps in certain ways and all that too. Not just building the strength and all that, but kind of toning that muscle and getting those muscles used to moving and pushing something away. So a little bit of strength building, whether it's that or doing like something simple like squats or something for your legs to make them stronger, build those muscles up. So if you had to kick somebody away from you, you have to stomp on their foot or something, your legs, even if you just got to run away, right? Your legs are in a better shape to be able to do that. So strength building should also be part of every class, whether it's self-defense or martial arts. Next then would be like stretching, right? You don't want to do any kind of real active workout where you're not stretched before or after. This prevents injuries. That's the start of it, right? Kind of loosens those muscles up. And for as many new ways as you might find your body moving during some of these classes, whether it's a self-defense or martial arts, I mean, just simple movements are ways that we don't normally move in our daily lives, right? So stretching those muscles, stretching those joints out, just kind of getting your body used to it. Any good instructor wants to preserve the health and fitness of their students, right? They want you to keep coming back to class and keep coming back for workouts and learn more and progress, and we don't get that if our students are injured. So stretching would help that. And I like it because it gives us a little bit of a downtime or a calm time in class where we can either chat, okay, how things going in your daily life, and I can ask questions, anybody do anything fun this last weekend? It also gives the students a chance to ask some questions or whatever when we have those down times that not everything's going full force and hectic and all. Hey, I really wanted to work on this scenario for what if I'm getting choked up against the wall, or what if I'm down on the ground and he's trying to get on top of me or something like that. Okay, let's figure that scenario out. Let's work on that tonight during class. I love it. It's a good time to kind of interact. So stretching gives, and every good workout should have that. It shouldn't just be going full core, super hard and super fast all the time. You got to have some downtime in there, and that's where the instructor gets to kind of talk to you. Okay, here's a new technique we're working on, or a new scenario we're working on. We get to discuss it, discuss the situation that led to that, so we're all kind of aware, and we can hopefully prevent the landing in this situation at some point. But then, okay, once we've talked about it and we've looked at the technique, now let's try it full core, full press again. Boom, 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 fast, 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 hard. So that should be included in every class, martial arts or self-defense. Then I like it. I like working out in a social type setting. I might go to the gym by myself for a week or two to get some workout in, but then I always just drop off because I don't have like an accountability partner to keep me going and all that, or I just don't have somebody to talk to. I like talking and interacting while I work out. It's just part of my personality. I'm more of a social person. So if that's one of your goals, meeting new people, maybe developing new relationships and all that, because as you start going through these scenarios and all that, and you go through things together and experience new things together, then bonds are formed, right? That's how relationships are formed. Not to mention the bonus of having an accountability partner, whether you hit it off with someone in class or you want to ask you want to use the instructor or something as your accountability partner. You don't even have to have the exact same goals. Maybe person A's goal is losing 5 pounds or losing some weight or whatever. Person B's goal is just to get out and be active 15 minutes every day. Just keep in touch with each other, and using that as a chance to kind of bounce ideas off each other or try to motivate each other really ends up kind of motivating yourself in turn. So it's a great thing. Class settings like this to work out with, I really love, and I get more out of than doing an individual workout by myself. Finally, as far as the self-defense classes and all that, for both of them, honestly, you mix all those aspects together, the getting in better shape, building some confidence because you're feeling better on the inside and you're looking better on the outside, all those things, plus being even more situationally aware because of the things we talk about in the classes and learning how to avoid those or what to watch out for, means you are becoming a harder target for criminals, right? You're less desirable. If somebody looks really fit and shape and all that, then they look like they're active regularly and they could probably fight back or kick my own butt. Well, then as someone who's looking for someone to mug, I don't want to mess with you. I'm going to go pick an easier target, someone who's probably overweight that I don't think can outrun me if I want to snatch their purse and run. So think about that, right? All these things, all these goals are great, and they even help build you into a more, a harder target for criminals, right? A more confident person walking around, head held higher, more alert and aware. It's a win-win. You just can't beat what you can get out of doing a really good self-defense class. On the other side of that, for those of you who are maybe interested in the more formal aspect, the martial arts training with the belt system and all that stuff, all martial arts classes should have exactly those same things. There's a self-defense aspect to it. There's the stretching, the cardio, strength building, and on top of that, so building your confidence for you, helping you build that confidence. Whether self-defense, depending on who's teaching the self-defense class and martial arts, it's kind of built into our system, right? The martial arts system with the belt levels. Okay, I'm going up. I've always got new goals set, and then when I achieve those, I feel better about myself. It's even within each belt level, it's kind of built into how the teacher should teach it, right? I'm not going to teach you how to do a jump and a spin and a flip kick and all that before I just teach you the basics. Just put your leg like this, boom, do that. Okay, you got that. Now, and you get praised for being able to, you get past level 1, right? Good, you got that. That's acknowledged. Now I feel like I can bump you up and challenge you at another level. Now let's try adding a jump to that, or let's try adding a spin to that kick or something, right? And only when you're ready, right? And being acknowledged that you met task A before you get to task B, challenged to get to task B. So I love that. And in martial arts, we find a lot of ways to teach and layer those levels to help build people's confidence. So that's one way it really, really works. In addition, building better habits for goal setting, right? So you got the belts, the belt level system. That's already great. That's already built in for you. Maybe then along that path, you're seeing other, as you grow in the martial arts, you're seeing other things, goals you can set for yourself. Okay, I've got this kick down, but my goal is I really want to be able to kick somebody in the head with this kick. So I want to work on getting my kick higher. So what do I need to do to get that, right? Stretching and other things like that. I know how to move my hands, but I'm not really confident that my punches can stop somebody. So I want to get stronger punches so I can stop them or knock them out, Okay, well then how do we work on that? What do I need to do to be more confident and achieve that goal, right? There's no matter what it is your goal, and it always kind of starts with people with just the belt system goal, since that's the clearest set one for everybody. But then as you go, you'll find other goals specifically for yourself that the other students, even if they're your same belt level, may not have. Everybody's got their own individual things they're working on. But no matter what your goal, we can help you find a clear-cut path to achieve those. And that's the nice thing about martial arts. It's kind of built into what we do. Then you talk about, I want to work on my patience. I have a real short fuse sometimes. Okay, well, developing patience, learning how to persevere and keep going through something, even when times get difficult or when it takes a while and all that to get to the next level that I want to achieve. That's what martial arts is all about. Not everybody who comes to us is a natural athlete, right? And not everybody, and it takes time to build up that repetition to develop the skills you need to progress to each next level. And not everybody is expected to progress at the same pace. But when the time comes that you do want to level up, we all have the same expectations on us. So while you have clear-cut goals set for you, and some of us may have different limitations and all that stuff, physically, mentally, whatever it is that's going to keep us from getting there, we still can keep working. We can still come into class, keep coming to class and learning and working on that with guidance from our instructor the whole time while we're working that. So it may not take just 2 months to get there. It may take us 4 or 6 months to get there. Okay, that's fine. We'll work with you the whole time, and we're going to be progressing, and we're going to keep making sure you're seeing the improvement as we go, right? Hey, 6 months ago you weren't able to even get close to doing this, and now look where you're at. You're almost there, man. You're almost there. Keep going. And that helps too. Helps a lot of people, right? The patience can be hard for a lot of us, and the perseverance, learning to stick with something when things get rough, can be hard. But having either the extra accountability partner in class, some friends that you met in there, or the instructor to kind of help motivate you and push you through those times, it's what we do. That's the reason we do what we do. I don't want to teach people that just quit all the time. My goal is to make everybody a lifelong learner in whatever system I'm teaching, so that they want to keep coming back and keep getting better, and we're all progressing and always getting better together. That's my goal. Then you think about, okay, martial arts has, if taught well, shows the importance of paying attention to detail, right? If you've got any good instructor, will show you that, prove to you that you're not just going to get praised and high-fived, and you're not just going to get graduated to new levels without earning it. The fun thing is when you go find a system and all that, and you like to see the instructor, or you like to look at some of their top students and all that, look and see if they've got black belts that just look goofy and like they couldn't fight their way out of a paper bag, then that's probably not the instructor you want to be with, right? I love finding an instructor that holds me to certain standards and keeps those standards high for their students and for themselves. So that way the final product, whatever that might be, whether it's getting to my black belt or beyond my black belt to other levels and all that stuff, that final product really means something, right? It doesn't mean anything if you can say you're a 13th degree black belt and you're only 13 years old and you couldn't fight your way away from someone even just my size. So I want it to mean something, and I want to look at that person and go, yeah, they're on the right track, man. That's awesome. I want to be like that. That's what it should mean, right? So paying attention to detail is how that instructor, and holding you to high standards is how that instructor gets you there. They're not just going to let you get past you with sloppy moves, right? It needs to be something that would work, that would actually be effective, right? Or that would look proper. And in the martial arts part of it, there's an artistic part of it too. So I don't want anything that just looks sloppy. I want it to look good, and I want it to be strong and something that could be effective. So finally, depending on how you do your martial arts program and all that stuff, learning to be a good partner during partner drills, whether it's holding a pad or a bag or something like that for someone, learning to help teach techniques to newer students. Maybe sometimes the instructor needs to go talk over here to these students, and there's someone in class that a technique better than they do, and he's like, hey, can you help them with this? Those kinds of things help you develop leadership skills that help everybody in their daily lives, right? I mean, even if you're you're currently a manager or CEO of a company, there's still people constantly working on their developing better public speaking, whether it's I'm addressing a whole class, I'm going to lead the warm-up or something tonight for the instructor, or I want to be better at noticing somebody's issues and paying attention to them and helping them formulate a plan to achieve their goals, right? I've been a manager at a few different companies as I've grown up through the years, and that's a big part of what made my people successful. Is I didn't just let them keep coming to work and skating by with a no plan of, okay, well, how are we going to get better? What's our goal going forward and all that stuff. I loved helping them set goals and then finding ways, formulating a path for them to help achieve those goals. That's what was fun for me, and I think that's what helped build my teams as strong as they were as I was coming up through those ranks. So that's a fun part of developing leadership skills that martial arts classes really kind of also have if you're with the right instructor and they kind of utilize you in those ways, and that's part of their goal set and their mindset is to help you develop those. It's built into the system. I mean, it's just every class gives you a chance to either at least just partner with someone, hold this for them, and if they're doing it wrong and you can tell that, then how would you word it to help them fix that and see it in a different light? That's as simple as it could get right there. And then you can build on that as far as helping teach new people or addressing a big class and all that stuff. So I hope this video is giving you a little bit more of an in-depth, detailed description of how martial arts or self-defense classes specifically can address some of the goals you may have thought about and set as we were looking at previous videos. I've got one more short one for you if you're interested in seeing specifically how Ninja Fit can help you achieve those goals, right? If you're already sold on the program and you want to, and you like the way I'm talking about it, and you can tell that what my standards would be and what my goals would be as an instructor for you, and you want to try out a free week of classes, karate or self-defense classes, you can just go to ninjafit.com and click on, there's all buttons all over the place there that say free week. Just click on that and it'll lead you to the process to book your first class. Come in, try a free week and see if it's something for you. If you still need a little bit more nudging to think about getting there, then click on the link below to see specifically how Ninja Fit can help achieve those goals, what a class might look like in a Ninja Fit world. So I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks.